Hi, this is Trey Briggs. Welcome to Technique Swim Center and PediaH2O. In August 2020, I saw in the news these videos of infants as early as 6 months of age able to swim, roll over, float on their backs, and get air. And this totally surprised me. I had coached many swim lessons where I'd worked with kids 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. And the kids I found could really learn the skills maybe at age 4. Sometimes it took till 5 and rarely 3 years old. Definitely not 2 and 1 when they're most vulnerable to an emergency in the water. So when I saw this on the news, it was something I had to investigate. So I went down to Florida for 4 weeks. I put in over 100 hours, worked with over 30 kids, and by the end of it, every single kid was able to swim, roll over on their back, float, and get air, just like I saw on the news. One thing that shocks people when they start to see what this program is that kids will come in almost universally day one, and they will throw a tantrum. They don't know what they're getting into, and most programs will take that kid and they will stop. They will move the kid out of the water, or they will stop working with the kid. They will say, oh, the kid's upset, and they put him to the side. But when the kid throws a tantrum and you put him on the side, you are teaching the kid something very dangerous. You are teaching them that when they get into an emergency in the water, they can throw a tantrum and somebody's going to come pick them up, somebody's going to come save them, and they don't need to know how to save themselves. They're not self-reliant. So in this program, you have to let the kid get over the hurdle. You keep the environment safe, the kid's never at risk, no one's at risk during this whole thing, but the kid will have to get over these hurdles, and then they will become self-reliant and they will love the water. So day one, I'm down there and I get this adorable little girl named Charlotte, 1 year old, and she comes in, she has no skills. You put her in the water, she'd sink to the bottom. She comes in with this soft infant cry day one, and we go and we put her in the water, and she cries throughout the whole lesson, and she's upset. And then at the end of it, you give her back, and then you come in, and a few days later, then she comes in and she's smiling. She's like, much more curious. She wants to see what happens next in the lessons. She's looking forward to the next lesson, and it starts to get to the point when you give her back that she's upset. She's then throwing the tantrum because she doesn't want the lesson to end. And then by lesson 18, in the 4th week, my mom, she comes down, she's watching the last week and seeing all the lessons I'm doing, and Charlotte comes in and she is wearing full winter clothes. She has a long sleeve shirt down to her wrist. She has long pants on, sweatpants. She has a diaper. She has shoes on. And I take her and I bring her over the side and I drop her in the pool. And my mom, she's like, oh my gosh, And then Charlotte, she's down there and she goes and she swims up to the surface. She flips over on her back. She's smiling, she's laughing, she's waiting for me to pick her up. So after these 4 weeks of lessons, Charlotte loves the pool. She is self-reliant, she can save herself, and her parents have a peace of mind knowing that their daughter is safe in an emergency situation.